Yo, what is good YouTube? I am Richie Kim, and today I'm going to be bringing you all the performance review on the Wade All City 12 Encore. Before we get started, if you all enjoy sneaker content just like this, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell notification button so you never miss another video just like this one. But anyways, let's get right into it. As always, starting off with the traction, the All City 12 Encore features this full-length multi-directional traction pattern made out of GCU rubber, which is their ground control unit. And the traction on here, I would say overall is pretty damn good. If you're playing on your clean courts or your like moderately dusty courts and whatever, you're gonna have very, very good traction. This rubber is very good. It bites through dust pretty damn well. However, I will say the courts that I have been playing on recently, it's just very dry out and extremely dusty because, I don't know, like LA Fitness hasn't been cleaning their courts. But on those courts, I do slide out a little bit. I wouldn't say slide out, but just slide to a stop a little bit. And yeah, this thing does pick up dust. You all can see that there is dust caked on here. And sometimes it can be a light wipe. Sometimes it really does take like some pretty heavy wipes to really wipe off the dust, just depending, I would say, like how dusty your court is or how long it is like in between your wipes. But yeah, I mean, overall, for the most part, the traction is good. But like I said, if you are playing on extremely dusty courts, you're gonna have to wipe every so often in order to maintain like pretty good traction. Because if you don't, expect to slide to a stop. So moving on to the cushion, the All City 12 Encore features a full-length boom midsole, and the boom in here feels amazing. If you all have not played in boom yet, it is an extremely good cushion setup. It honestly, like in here, it provides a very good balance between that court feel and responsiveness, impact protection. It's not the most responsive shoe, but I still felt plenty quick. And in return, you get this nice soft cushion. It feels very good when you're taking your strides. It has a very smooth transition. You also get pretty good impact protection in the heel, and you have nice compression. Same with the forefoot. It's just very comfortable. So I mean, yeah, the boom in here feels very nice. Like, it's just an extremely comfortable cushion setup. You do lose out on a little bit of court feel and responsiveness, which is perfectly fine with me because the trade-offs on like the comfort side is just massive. So yeah, I mean, full length boom, you can't go wrong. It felt very good in the All City 12 Encore. So moving on to the materials, the All City 12 Encore features a couple different materials. You're gonna have a mesh portion of the shoe. You're gonna have like this synthetic leather up in the forefoot area. And then in the back, you do have like another type of like textile material. And overall, I would say material usage on here is actually very good. I would say for the most part, it is pretty breathable. Maybe not so much in the forefoot area, but everywhere else, it feels very good. They do a great job in terms of performance as well. In terms of like the support that they provide and just overall how they feel on foot, it's pretty damn good. Moving towards the tongue, you do have like this like neoprene-ish material. It is fairly thin, but you do have these wide flat laces. So if you do like to crank down your laces, you won't really feel the laces digging in too much into your foot, except I would say maybe around at this top portion right here. If you really do crank down your laces, you might feel just a little bit of pressure, but everywhere else, I was pretty much good to go. So that's really like the only nitpick I have about the materials on the shoe is the fact that, if you do heavily crank down your laces, where the ankle is, you might feel it digging in just a little bit. But overall, material usage on the shoe is great. It's light, it's comfortable, and it gets the job done in terms of the performance very well. So moving on to the fit, I would say that the All City 12 Encore does run true to size. I'm a slightly wide footer. I went true to size, and I will definitely say, up in the forefoot area, it is narrow. So if you have slightly wide feet, probably go up a half size because everywhere else is fine. It's just literally right where this first lace loop is. You can feel pressure on the sides of your foot and kind of on top of your foot as well. It's just very tight. So slightly wide footers, I would say probably go up a half size. Wide footers definitely go up a half size. Everyone else, narrow footers, normal footers. And if you are a slightly wide footed, you could maybe get away with going true to size just depending on like how wide your foot is. But For those people, true to size, wide footers definitely go up a half size. But overall, you know, I would say it is true to size for the most part. Just be careful of the little slight bit of narrowness right here where that first lace loop is. Everywhere else, the fit was amazing. I didn't have any dead space up in the toe box area. The material was like very nicely over the foot. I felt very nice and snug in the shoe. So yeah, I mean, overall, the fit was very, very good. Just be cautious if you do have wide feet. So moving on to the support, I didn't have any issues with the support in the All City 12 Encore. You do obviously have this giant heel counter over here. You would have like decent padding in the heel as well with nice sculpting. So yeah, I mean, my heel felt very, very locked in. I didn't have any heel slippage or any other heel containment issues. As far as side-to-side movement goes on the footbed, I didn't have any issues there as well. Even though this material is very thin, it did the job very well, making sure my foot is not sliding over that footbed. Same with the forefoot area. You do also slightly sit in this rubberized cage, so I think that also is a big, big help when it comes to the containment. In terms of hard lateral movements, you're gonna be covered there. This is a very wide base, so you are not gonna be rolling over on those hard lateral movements. And then in terms of that torsional rigidity and stability, like I wouldn't say this is like the most stiff and rigid, but I didn't have any issues there as well. I would say that unless you're like a super, super big person, you're not gonna have any problems. So yeah, overall support in the All City 12 Encore was very good. So the All City 12 Encore retails for $149, and I'm sure you can get them like on sale or get like a discount code as well to help out with that price. But for $149 or less, this is definitely a very, very good shoe. I think this is a great shoe for pretty much anyone. It definitely offers like a good middle ground for a lot of different types of players. Like I said, you know, the cushion setup is very, very comfortable. It has impact protection, a little bit of bounce, pretty good responsiveness, although not the best. So it really is that middle ground of cushion. Traction is good. Just make sure if you are playing on dustier courts, you do wipe. And then everything else is solid. Like I didn't have any issues. So yeah, I mean, for $149 or like maybe $129, I would say anywhere between like 120, 150 bucks. I think this is a very solid performer. Obviously, if you can get it cheaper, that's even better. But yeah, solid performer. I would definitely highly recommend. There are a bunch of colorways that actually feature other different materials too. So those might even have like better containment because I know some of them offer like full leather uppers or something like that. So yeah, I mean, All City 12 Encore is a very great balanced shoe. And yeah, I personally really enjoy it. And it's definitely something that will be in my rotation. So yeah, go ahead and pick up a pair of these. I'll leave a link to you down in the description box below. But that's pretty much it for this performance review. If y'all like this video, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below. And please hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment. It really does help me out. Check out these videos over here. And that's pretty much it. Until next time, peace.